You saying it's your land? What makes it your land?
The words of God say very clearly, this land was given to us. Most of these people here, they want to annihilate us. You think they just want this area of the West Bank? They say it very openly. They want the whole thing. Why are you disputing these facts? These are facts.
I was deep inside the West Bank, the largely Arab area that Israel has occupied since 1967, spending time in a tiny and controversial subculture of ultra-nationalist Jewish settlers. Do you view Palestinians and Jews as equal?
No.
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 They believe that these lands were promised to Israel by God and have made it their life's work to increase the Jewish presence here and oppose any sovereignty for Palestinians.
What I tell you is that the story of the Arabs for having rights in the Holy Land are stories and lies.
Many are religious extremists, and yet they are protected by one of the world's most powerful armies. Is it a little bit tense?
I don't feel tense.
And they are ready to resist any onslaught to re-establish the greater Jewish nation.
Life in the Yemenite village.
These sounded like big ones. I was in Jerusalem, a city divided between Jews in the west and Arabs in the east, all of them under Israeli authority. With me was Daniel Luria, part of an ultra-religious Jewish organization called Ateret Kohanim. Where is the most conflict?
We're just about to go into it. This intersection's had tons of incidents, this one right here.
We were in the heart of Silwan, one of the most deprived areas of East Jerusalem, populated by several thousand Palestinians and 60 Jewish settlers under heavy protection. These are security guys in here now. Are they doing patrol or they're ferrying passengers?
It could well be that they're coming to pick someone that's leaving or they're bringing someone back. It's hard to know. Well, there's your answer.
Israel's control of East Jerusalem is considered illegal under international law, and yet Daniel's mission is to help Jewish donors buy up more Palestinian properties and find Jewish families to live in them.
As you can see, it's very easy for the Arabs who live in close quarters here just to be across a few metres away, to throw across a concrete block, throw across a Molotov cocktail. Doesn't matter whether there are kids here or not. The hatred is so extreme, it's unbelievable and it's unbearable.
Don't you feel that you're partially responsible for putting those kids in harm's way?
We are responsible to make sure that the Arabs don't get away with what they're doing.
This is a hot spot, isn't it? But actually there are...
And if we bend, it's going to have ramifications for everyone.
To plenty of places all over Israel.
No. You know where you are?
Much more safety.
Not at all. Look where you are. You are here at the outskirts, at the centre of the Jewish world.
Well,
there's the Temple Mount.
East Jerusalem, it is still...
You can touch the Temple Mount, you can feel King David. Well, he's here.
You talk as though this land, this area means nothing to the Arab people.
Well, it doesn't.
It clearly does.
No. We are here today, this is the Jewish homeland, and there's never been a Palestinian people. If they want to express themselves nationally, they can express it somewhere else in one of the other states, maybe Jordan, which is primarily Palestinian origin in any case. Why should it be at the expense of the Jewish homeland? My roots are here, not theirs. Salam alaikum.
A little later, the settlers' battle-scarred armoured car made its way under police escort back down the hillside and past a Palestinian child acting as a lookout. One of those looking on was an Arab neighbour of the settlers.
No, matai yesh shalom kan? Matai?
אתם עושים בלגן כאן.
רגע, מי זורק את האבנים ובקבוקי תבערה?
אתה עזוב אותך מדי שטויות זה. אתה זורק פצצת 5 טונים על ילדים.
איפה?
That he doesn't accept that the Jews have returned home. He doesn't like the fact that the Jews here, full stop. That's his problem.
The international community is on his side, really, in the sense that it doesn't recognise the validity of Israel's annexation of East Jerusalem.
Correct.
And would view you as an interloper in his community.
Okay, the world's got a problem. There's nothing I can say about that because you're right. We're the only country in the world that accepts United Jerusalem as United Jerusalem. I know that. So I say, okay, so what for the world? Doesn't bother me.
In another part of Silwan, close to where it borders the old city, live a family called the Adlers. Hi, Jonathan. Louis. Jonathan and Devorah, originally from the USA, were moved in by a Jewish cultural group similar to Daniel's, called Elad. With their 6 children, they are helping to repopulate the Jewish community. Are you comfortable talking about security measures that you take?
I mean, don't tell anybody, but we don't lock our doors.
You don't lock these doors, but there's a guard posted at a metal gate out front.
Right, yeah.
You hadn't noticed him?
Yeah, no. We have guards. They're security cameras.
And you have someone posted on the roof?
Yeah.
A soldier?
No, a private security guard.
And then do you have escorts when you leave?
We have escorts.
So this is all your yard?
This is all our backyard.
And across the hillside here, we are basically talking about an Arab neighborhood.
This is an Arab neighborhood.
Do you feel encircled a little bit?
Encircled by buildings, yes, but I guess that's part of living in a city.
You don't feel encircled culturally or ethnically?
I don't think we view things that way.
You know, obviously there is a sense of animosity against Jews moving in here. Do you not worry about your children a little bit?
Generally, we don't have a tremendous problem, and I think our belief in being here is so